So coming on to the next topic, it is the liabilities of the company auditor. So here, what are all the liabilities of the company's auditor? Means if the auditor is legally responsible for something, if anything happened in an organization, any kind of damage occurred in an organization with respect to, in addition to this auditor, if he is responsible for that, what are all those things? What are all the liabilities of the company's auditor? So it can be determined under Companies Act. So here we can see it is grouped into civil liabilities, criminal liabilities and professional liabilities. So coming on to the civil liabilities, so civil liabilities is a liability of an auditor to pay damages. So if the auditor is liable for paying for the damages which has been occurred. So other than criminal liabilities or professional misconduct, if he is supposed to pay for some damages, that is known as civil liabilities, and this can be grouped under two headings. So the one is liabilities for negligence and liabilities for misfeasance. So here what is this liabilities for negligence means? So an auditor, for as all know that an auditor of a company is appointed by the shareholders or the board of directors, especially the shareholders of the company. As such, he is when the shareholders appoints the auditor, he becomes an agent for the shareholders. So he must safeguard the interest of the company. To safeguard the interest of the company, he must exercise responsible care and skill in performance of his duties. So you should have some care towards his duties, he should have some responsibility towards his duty. So if you fail to do so and any consequences occurs from that, so if the company faces the losses, suffers the losses due to his negligence, due to the negligence of auditor, the auditor will be held liability to compensate the losses suffered by the company. So if anything happens due to his negligence, due to his if he doesn't exercise this care and skill in performing his duties, and if he is payable, if the company goes any loss from the auditor's negligence, that time it is if the auditor is payable for the losses suffered by the company. So next, coming on to liabilities for misfeasance. So here, misfeasance means breach of trust or duty imposed by the law. So here, if he breaks the trust of a shareholder, so as the auditor is appointed by the shareholders, if he breaks any trust of an audit, that is shareholders, so it is known as misfeasance. So here, in other words, if an auditor of a company does something wrongfully in the performance of his duty, he breaks the trust of the shareholders. It is some negligence is something different from misfeasance. So negligence means he doesn't take care for performing. He performs the work. But he works in a negligence way. But misfeasance means he break the trust, he break the law of which has been imposed. So here the wrongfully in the performance of his duties, resulting in financial loss of the company, he is held guilty. So that time, if we break the trust of an auditor, if we break the trust of an shareholders of the company, that is known as, that time he is liable for the misfeasance. So he is liable. That means the misfeasance liabilities of an auditor. So this is all about the civil liabilities. So next, coming on to criminal liabilities of an auditor. What is this criminal liabilities all about? Criminal liabilities of an auditor arises out of an act constituting a crime. So if crime is not something other which we know, so here it might include misrepresentation of facts, that is misrepresentation of numbers, numericals, if he misrepresents the human numericals, and issue of false certificate, even if there is any kind of any kind of omitting of a transaction or any kind of misplacement of a transaction, if the company is making some kind of, if he is in this fraud the company makes, or here next you can say, if there is a false certification and making a false statement regarding the company, or destruction of any vouchers or documents. So if he destroys the vouchers which was given by the company, he will be liability for that, even if the company has provided some vouchers but auditor destroys that vouchers. So this is the criminal liabilities which intends to deceive other. His intention is to deceive other, means his intention is to break the law, his intention will be completely to his intention will be completely towards making laws for the company. So that time the what happens here is the penalty for any kind of such thing is that if it is an in case of negligence or misfire, you will be paying the fine, you will be paying whatever the loss has been incurred for that negligence or misfeasance. But in case of criminal liabilities, what happens is the auditor may be fined, and also he may be imprisoned for the work, or it might be both in some cases. So here the criminal liabilities of an auditor may occur under several headings. So when it is in criminal liabilities under auditors under the Companies Act 1956, and also under Indian Penal Code, and also under Income Tax Act 1961 and Chartered Accountant Act. So here different acts will be given. So if the auditor make a criminal liabilities under Income Tax Act, means he will be liable for paying and some sum of rupee which the court has been asked for, and also in some kinds he may be punishable with simple imprisonment which may exceed 6 months. And if it is in the case of Indian penal codes, that if he gives an false statements, means, or if it's a false evidence, so even there you might be imprisoned for that. So according to Companies Act 1956, so here if it includes misstatement of an auditor, means so he may be, so in this case it is that he will be imprisoned for 2 years, and also 5,000 rupees will be given as a fine for him. And if an auditor gives the false evidences upon the examination about the winding of a company, there he might be imprisoned for 7 years also, and also there may some handsome amount of fine will be paid. So if it is for liable, if the company becomes liable for criminal prosecution, if he is in turn because of the auditor's reports and certificate, means he will be for imprisoned for 2 years, and he will also be fined. So this is all about criminal liability, so how he will be fined there. So next, coming on to professional misconduct. So what is this professional misconduct means? So as you all know, professional ethics means it is a code of conduct. So in this auditing, the code of conduct, the auditor has to follow the code of conduct which has been given by the Chartered Accountants, Indian Institute of Chartered Accountants. If he doesn't follow that, there the misconduct appears. It means any failure to perform a duty is according to the accepted professional standards. Such gross negligence gives rise to civil liabilities to pay damages to the party which has suffered a loss. So here, as in the first video as I said in the first video, what are all the professional qualification that the auditor need to have. So there were some kind of professional qualification regarding you should have an accounting knowledge, you should have an knowledge regarding chartered, that is cost management, cost accounting, and also you should be confidential towards the company, you should be independent, and you should be impartial, you should be impartial, and you should convey information, but you should not convey according to what the information from there the information is getting from. And also you must have the ability to draft the report clearly, correctly, and correctly. You should be following that. So if he doesn't follow his work professionally, if he follows misconduct, if he misconduct his work, that is known as professional misconduct. So here now he will give rises for, he will be paying even here in this professional misconduct, the auditor will be paying for whatever the misconduct it occurs, and whatever the damages which has been occurred for the liability of his misconduct. So this is all about the liabilities of a company auditor. That's all. Thank you.